Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Bit overcast today. The sun's been out. It rained last night, but it's about 19-20 degrees at the moment with about 7-8 mile an hour wind blowing. I'm just looking at my flag which way it's blowing. It's a westerly wind as well, so it's coming this way. About 50% chance of rain this afternoon, but at the moment it's really nice, and I thought we'd put my video together. I've been doing a few clips this week. I've been making cages for my Dahlias. That you're going to see that coming up in a bit. Fixed my wheelbarrow, my favourite wheelbarrow. Some bugger broke it. I'll tell you more about that as well in a bit. We had to rescue a magpie, a baby magpie. You're going to see me what I had to do. You won't believe what happened. It was absolutely crazy, but yeah, in the process of releasing it, I got clawed to death, pet to death. You're going to see all that in the video. It's quite funny actually. I never swore once. I can tell you they've got very, very sharp talons, them magpies, so be warned. If you ever try to save one, wear gloves. I didn't. But what we're going to do is start off with, my potatoes have started to fall over in one of my middle beds. So I've got some metal bars, and I've got some rope earlier, and I've wrapped it round them to keep them all taut. So I'm going to show you me doing that. That's the first thing I'm going to show you me doing. I did a little bit of music, and I've actually speeded it up so it looks like I'm actually doing some work. Speeded it up about 10 times, so you can imagine how fast I was going. So here it comes. This is what we had to do a bit earlier. You can't really see it, but them ropes there around the outside should keep the potatoes contained for a while. They will fall over eventually, but it just helps me so I can walk up and down the paths a lot better. So yeah, now I've done that, let's crack on. We've got lots of other things to do as well. So there you go, potatoes are all perk and taut, and you know, they continue to grow. I think we've got another 4 or 5 weeks with them. The first earlies, we'll be doing a few reveals very shortly with them, and they started to go over as well, but they're contained behind some fencing, and yeah, they're doing quite well as well. So where do we go from here? Oh, that was a song out Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I wonder if any of you ever watched it. It was a musical that they did, and it's where do we go from here? Never mind, I can't sing. I never claimed to sing, and I'm certainly no comedian. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you me fixing my favourite wheelbarrow. Somebody borrowed my wheelbarrow, tore the tyre, put it back, I come to use it, flat tyre, gutted. I tried to take the tyre off, the wheel off to fix it, and I broke one of the bolts in the shaft, so that made the wheel useless. So I bought myself a new wheel. I had to make another shaft to fit it. The wheel was too narrow, so I had to pack it out. You're going to see me doing all this in a minute, and there's a little trick there with a nut to clean the thread. You're going to, like I said, I'm going to run the clip now and show you me repairing the wheelbarrow. It probably took me a couple of minutes. It would have took me a couple of minutes if I was to do it without doing the filming, but you know, we've dragged it out a bit to about 8-9 minutes, but you're going to see me actually testing it and everything at the end of the day. So here's my favourite wheelbarrow being fixed. I'm going to be fixing my wheelbarrow, the wheel. Now this is the old shaft, and what happened was you get a bolt screws into here and a bolt screws into there. Well, we undone that bolt, but this bolt sheared off, and I haven't got I'll take it off here. That's what's happened, and I can't get to my lathe to take it out. So what I've decided to do, I changed the wheel entirely to this one, and I'm using this threaded bar here. And what I'm going to do is cut a piece off, fit it. I've got some washers to pack it out, because on the last wheel it had these packers and they're slightly bigger, so they're no use. So I'm using 5 washers either side, a plain nut, a lot nut, and we're going to tie it all together to cut the bar, this bar here. I've got me grinder, so you're going to see me doing a few little steps. I'll show you as I'm going along what I'm doing, and we're going to fix the wheelbarrow, because this is my favourite wheelbarrow. And I lent it to someone, and they bust the bloody tyre on it, which is isn't right, but we're going to put it right anyway. So with that, let's get this camera back on its stand, and then we can have at it. What I'm doing, I'm screwing this up the bar, and then I'll lock it off, and then I'm going to cut it, because what I do is I use this to clean the thread up on the back. You'll see me doing this in a moment. Got these plain nuts, show you. I put 2 plain nuts here. I'm going to lock these off, because what I want to do is put a lock nut on here, and then what I do is I cut this here just where my finger is with the saw. Then I use this nut to clean the thread up. So what I'm doing now, push that into there like that. Just going to tighten these up. Fancy coming out without spanners, guys. Right, so that's tightened that up. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut through here about there with the grinder, and then we're going to put the wheel on with all the washers. Sure, I've got the camera turned on, eh? Anyway, let's have at it. Now, so all we've got to do now is get these washers, 5 on this side. We need the wheel, don't we? So we put the wheel on. Here's a tricky bit. I've got 5 more washers to put on here. It wasn't as tricky as it looked. So now I'm putting a lock nut. This is a lock nut. It's got a nylock nut, and this will lock this. So I hold the other one down and I just tighten this up. so what I need to do now is lock these two nuts up here, and then I can put an eyelock nut on the other side. Now I can undo the other side now. Let's turn the camera in a different position because I want to show you how to clean the thread. What you're looking at there is the other side of the wheel, and what I do now, unscrew this, and this here, what we just cut with the grinder, what's happening is this plain nut is cleaning the thread up, so all I have to do now is stick another nylock, sorry about that, stick another nylock nut on the back here, and then it's just a matter of tightening it up. The trick is, I don't want this bar to be tight, because if it's tight, what will happen is this wheel will jam up. So there we go. Maybe a little bit more, nip it up a little bit more. There you go, that's solid, and that's turning. So there we go, we've repaired the wheelbarrow. Let's give it a trial run, eh? So there's the wheelbarrow. What we're going to do, take it on a bit of a trial and see how it fares since I just changed the tyre and the wheel. So let's have at it. So there we go, one wheelbarrow fixed. So that's back at the back of the plot now, and that's out of bounds for anyone. I'll catch anyone using it, I'll chop the bloody hands off. There's one at the side of me here, the green one they can use. It's just as good. However, that one there is very light, it weighs nothing, and it's really strong, and the volume of stuff that you can stick in it is absolutely incredible. They're about 65 quid brand new. Oh, that one there's about 45. Anyway, oh, the sun's come out. How cool's that? Oh, I can feel it really warm on my back now. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you me making some frames for my dahlias. Now, the dahlias every year, they get really tall. They have some beautiful flowers as big as my head. The Doris Day, beautiful white flowers. And what happens is they get top heavy, and if you've got to tie them up and they fall over, and you stand them up and they snap. Well, a friend of mine just gave me a big roll of like a mesh, 10 metres by 1.25 metres in width. What I've done, I've cut it in half, and I've made these cages to go round me dahlias. I've got dahlias in buckets, and last year they was all falling over. Well, this year I decided to make these cages, and I'm going to attach them to the buckets to keep them the dahlias upright. So I'm going to show you me doing that now. I'll show you how I do it, and it's really good, a great idea. I actually put a couple on my Lucifer as well. You're going to see them right now. So let's take you down there and show you what we were doing. We actually managed to get it all done just as it started to rain as well, so we got really fortunate with that. So let me show you me doing these cages. In the process of making some supports for my dahlias, and what you see here, I've got some buckets. These are the buckets that some of the dahlias sit in. And what I'm doing, making cages for them to sit around, so it's just a matter of working out how much you need. Yeah, I was given that for absolutely free. Mate of mine, Bernard, give me the roll. So all I've got to do now is like just tie them together once we get them in the bucket. There we go. What I do, I don't know if you can see this, but they go together like that, and then what I do is I put that piece, twist it over there, twist that under, and that gives me that, and then I basically do the same thing with this one, and I go all the way down the roll, and that strengthens it up. So once I've done that, I'll show you the rest of what I've got to do. So I think I do it this way, it's a lot easier. Almost done. Now what I've got to do, because they're too big, these, they're actually too big, so what I've got to do is cut them in half, and I should have enough to do 2 buckets. The Dahlias will probably grow as long as this. They're about, I'm going to be cutting these down to 600. These are 1240. I cut them in half, and like I said, I can fold the wires over, but I've just got to work out now the centre. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here's the centre, and again all I've got to do is just cut them out, and then I'll show you me cable tying them into with the buckets with the Dahlias in. And yeah, the Dahlias won't flop over this year. I might do it in a few of my beds as well, this, just to give the Dahlias that little bit extra support. It's a bit laborious, but you know, it's well worth it at the end of the day, because you see beautiful Dahlias, nice and perking upright instead of flopping over. And when it gets windy, the first thing happens with your Dahlias, they flop over, don't they? But if you put these frames on, you put the frames on like this, it's going on like that, and then you get cable ties and just cable tie them to the handles, and that's the support. So we've got a couple more, so we're going to get over there now and finish these off, and I'll show you me attaching them now. So this is the very last Dahlia that I need to put in a frame, and that's it. They're all got supports on them, so we're going to do this. It's just starting to rain now, so I'm going to have to be quick. It's a bit tricky. Bunch it all together. Should have done this before they actually before they started growing this big, but as you can see, it doesn't really matter. So I've got cable ties here. Just going to shove them through. I've got 2 little holes in the buckets, and what I do is connect them to the frame to the bucket, and it holds everything in place. And that is the very last one. Ooh. They're all done. Let's put them back. Now let's quickly show you. Now some of these buckets are bigger than others, but as you can see, the dahlias are all in these frames. Eventually you get the leaves poking through the framework, so you won't see much of the frames, but what you will do is see a beautiful display of dahlias. These supports that keep the dahlias upright. Now I would have stuck a few of these into my front beds as well, so I might do that. And I've actually the Lucifer, I've done the same thing there. Put two frames there just to hold them up, because what happens, the flowers are really heavy, and they just, as soon as the wind gets to them, they blow them over and they end up flat on the floor. So to prevent that and to get the flowers growing beautifully, I've put these in, and I've not damaged anything putting them in. So there you go. So that's the Lucifer, and my dahlias are doing really well. So there we go, guys, that's my dahlias done as well. Frames on them. These are just starting. These was easy to do, this one. But you can see, if you look here, we've got cable ties, just one here and one on the other side, and it's solid. That ain't going nowhere. None of these are going anywhere. So there you go. Job's a good one, and just in time, because it's just starting to rain now. I've just seen little spots of rain, and apparently it's going to rain pretty much all this week. So we've managed to get them done in the time, but we've had about 8-9 hours where but it's been dry, so I managed to get a lot done. And like I say, these are just grow through them. Well, perhaps not that one because I just broke it, but they will find the way through, and they'll look really good, I assure you. So we wait with bated breath to see what the flowers are going to be like on these this year. They should be absolutely awesome. So I might do a few more for these I've got more dahlias in these beds there, so I might do a few more of them and put them into these beds here, and they'll keep me dahlias upright. So we was just heading off, we were just about to go when I heard, well, you can hear magpies now, can't you? I heard a commotion going on, and I didn't think now of it at first, and something moved and it caught my eye, and I looked and I went over, and I was absolutely shocked to see a young magpie. It was wrapped up in the netting what you put over your brassicas. And anyway, I went and got my scissors, and now you're going to join me now, me actually cutting this thing free from the from all this wire. Now I can tell you, the bird, it looked like I was chopping with the scissors. I never touched the bird with the scissors. We're very careful, and you're going to see me free it, and all's well that ended well. And however, I will say they've got very sharp talons. There's a bugger up there. It's actually the one that I rescued is just up here now. You don't even can hear it. Oh, it's gone. Well, anyway, you're going to see me rescue this thing now. But I tell you, if you ever come across a magpie and it's all tied up like that, get yourself a pair of gloves. You're going to have a good laugh here now. So here we come, let's roll the film. I don't know if you can see there, but tangled up in all of that garden mesh there is a little magpie. I think it's a magpie. Anyway, this is where I get pet to death trying to save its life. So, what's up, guy? Oh, alright, let's have a look at you. Give me a second. What the hell? Oh dear. Bloody hell. By the way, this ain't on my plot, this is on someone else's plot. Let go. How the hell? Oh dear. What you got round your face there? What are you doing? Bloody hell. Let's cut some of this Right, so here's a little chap here, and oops, hang on. It appears what you got in your mouth. Open your mouth. Come on. You're being very awkward, aren't you? I think it might have swallowed some of it. This is the problem. Look at this, it's completely covered in it. Unbelievable. What you got to do here? Oh, if it would have opened its mouth, then I could have actually got it. It's got its feet, everything tangled up here. Nearly. But let go, you bugger. All its feet. I've never seen out like it. This is terrible, this. Absolute terrible. So right guys, I'm not touching that, I'm just cutting through the and that isn't blood, it's some sort of wool or something. Look at this. Ooh. You little bugger. Oh, you get, he swallowed it. Oh, that's not good. Oh, sorry. Hey! Little bugger. It's actually biting me. I'm trying to save you there. Give me 10 minutes. Hang on, hang on. You're not very nice, are you? Oh, good God, look at you. It's wrapped round its neck, its tail. Never seen out like it in my life. Trying to save it from losing its tail. It needs that for its balance, I suppose. Yeah, we're getting there. Unbelievable. What the hell? This is the worst I've ever seen it, this. Hey, talk about fishing line. This is what nets do to birds if you're not careful. big piece off it. It's all wrapped round its bloody neck, that's the problem. And round its wings here. Look at this, it's like, really need several pairs of hands. Hang on, listen you. Listen you pecking and biting. Try to do you a favour here. It's got very sharp nails. Look at them nails digging into me there. Ooh, you little bugger. Eh? You're very ungrateful, aren't you? Eh? Lucky I could hear your mummy and daddy freaking out in the background. Otherwise you'd still be here now and that bloody big cat would have you. I've cut enough of it and break it up. It's wrapped round its wings and everything. Wow, it wasn't going nowhere, this little bugger. I'll tell you now guys, if you ever rescue a magpie, wear gloves, because them feet there have got very sharp nails on them. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, you got yourself into this bloody mess. This lot. Hang on. Alright, hey! Hey, that's my... Get that bloody talon out of my finger. Hey, never mind. You little bugger. Hey, sugar, that hurts. You ungrateful little sod. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Hang on. Let's get all this off your hair. Well, you bloody covered in it, aren't you? What the bloody hell? Round your wings and everything. There we go. Yep. The blooming neck. Oh, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing here. Hopefully it can fly away once I take all these bloody things off it. Now I know a lot of you will probably say wring its bloody neck, but well, here we go. Got a lot of it off now. Get that round there. Get it off its foot. See what we got here. Well, that wing's okay. Now look at this wing, chummy. Well, so there we go. Here's a little bugger. See if we got it all. There he is. Ain't you silly? Eh? See them fingers there? Look at them sticking in my fingers there. Look at them sticking in. You little bug. Let it go. Right, I'm gonna. Right, we're gonna let him go now. No, you've got to let go of my hand first, though. Oh, let go of my bloody hand. What am I gonna do here? Get off me fingers, you bugger. Right, there we go. Right, hang on. Swing the camera around. Let's move all this stuff in a minute. Well, so there we go, guys. That's the baby magpie, and whether he can fly or not I don't know, but we're going to find out in a second or two. Let's get me in shot. He's a nasty little bugger, this one. Look at him. Look at him. So there's plenty of fight left in him. You're not very nice, you. You're not very nice. No. No, you're not. Anyway, let's let him go. So we're going to let him run along here. There we go. Don't run straight bloody back in it. There he is. He's a bit bent. But let him get his bearings. He's gone behind the bucket now. Let's get the camera off the thingamabob and have a look, see what he's up to. There you go. He's got a bit of a bent tail. There you go, he's gone anyway. Yeah, bloody little bugger. Yeah, stuck his claws in there. Anyway, he's gone. I'm sure they're climbing the tree. I heard his parents, and then I saw this thing fluttering, and next minute I'm rescuing it. Anyway, he's buggered off, so I'm happy. So as you saw there, it hopped off, it jumped onto the wood, its parents come down, and it flew away. It could still fly, even though it had its feathers ruffled. I think it lost one of its tail feathers. I was a bit gutted about swallowing that little bit. It couldn't get the bit in its mouth. I tried to pull it, to take it out, but every time I tried to take it, it kept its mouth shut. And what I should have done was just nipped it a little bit tight. But anyway, I think it'll go through its system and it'll poo it out, hopefully. But if I wouldn't have been there, it would have died anyway. It would have died from starvation. The cats would have got it. But yeah, it's like I say, it's still there, and it just heard it. So yeah, that was me rescuing the magpie, and I tell you, my finger, them bloody talons, it was digging in right into my finger, the little bugger, won't let go. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we've been doing over the last couple of days. I've got a lot of planting to do. I've got a load of chilies in here. I'm going to be planting them shortly, and we'll have a look at how these cucumbers and whether any of them coming up in the next episode. I've got a load of lettuce and what have you I need to plant out. I've got some cabbages and all sorts of stuff to plant out. We'll be doing that in the next episode. So if you're interested in knowing what we're doing, and you ain't already subscribed, why not subscribe and hit that little bell thing at the top. If you like what you see, leave a comment, and I'll see you all back here very shortly. So thanks again for watching, and goodbye for now. You're not going to believe this, guys, but look who's here. There he is. He's come to see me. Hang on, where's he gone now? He's just at the back here somewhere. Just walked underneath my feet. Hang on. He's buggered off right there. I can just see him just round here. He's run round. Where's he gone? Oh, alright. Yeah, just run under my feet. Yeah. The main thing is he's still alive. Oh, there he is. There he is, going down the path. I can see a wood pigeon there as well. There's a wood pigeon in there. Yeah, just run underneath me bloody feet. That's that magpie that I saved the other day. Oh well, that's cool.